Gary, moving to thing number two, we're talking retail sales again. We've been talking about this a lot over the last couple of months, quarter four, especially as we're rolling into the holiday season, getting Christmas here kicked off, Hanukkah, as we mentioned. Gary, we're talking here retail sales coming in high, but we're seeing that begin again because of inflation. Thing number two, Gary, we're talking retail sales.
All right. So the last month's retail sales number came in at 3.8% year over year, which, that's kind of high-ish. It's not great. Worth pointing out, and this is really important, most of that 3.8% increase was not people buying more stuff. Most of it was just inflation, right? So people are buying more stuff, but they're paying more for what they're buying. But where the inflation, sorry, not inflation, where the sales report was really aggressive was the month over month number came in up 0.7% from the prior month. If you annualize it, that's the math I was just doing when you saw me looking away. If you annualize it, that annualizes to 8.7%. That is a lot of consumer buying. And so, what's really interesting is we've talked a lot in recent weeks about weak retail sales and all the full price retailers who are struggling, not having an easy time of it. All right, fair enough. But people are still spending, and they're spending a lot of money on necessities. And I'm just going to point out again, the Fed just cut rates into people spending. Like this is the thing that they want to cool down, and they're not. They're cutting into increased spending, increased economic activity. It's not the right move by the Fed, but boy, people are spending a lot more on necessities. If you believe, and I do believe the information we've seen, which says that discretionary goods sales are down, but non-discretionary, the necessities are up. And I think that's what we're seeing here.
Gary, are you seeing any signs of a potential rebound in the markets? Any indicators, thoughts on a rebound?
Well, it's hard to say on that because so much of our economy is driven by government policy. With that said, they're not cutting spending. Small government people, they were cheering, last week's um, budgetary showdown where, because citizens stood up and argued, we saw a 1,500-page spending bill cut down to, something like, I don't know, 117 pages, something
Mhm.
like that. But the truth is, the US government is not cutting spending. Both parties overspend. And whether that's in the White House or in Congress, everybody likes to spend a lot. November often serves as an early indicator of holiday shopping trends. And so a lot of forecasts have suggested a weak holiday season. But, results like this, we could see a surprise to the upside. It really depends on how much of that 0.7% monthly increase was due to people buying necessities or how much room there is for them to buy, um, discretionary items like gifts for the holidays. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens. I was going to say over the next couple of weeks, but the truth is Christmas Eve starts tomorrow. We're filming this on Monday, the 23rd. Um, so we'll see. We'll find out, I guess, a month from now what the holiday sales look like.
I'll try and do my best because I am the type that's the last minute shopper and still got a few more things to do. I'll probably find myself at the mall tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe I can turn it around for everybody.
Yeah, that's you'll be the man. If that's the case, Rob, call up the Federal Reserve and let them know you're going out with your credit card in hand, and they need to take it easy on the rate cuts.
There you go.